If you're chilling like this and wondering,
Why aren't you getting any calls?
because you have your Naukri profile created, right? Then get up.
Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And for the episode 3 of the series, let's get you calls and take your Naukri profile from this to this. Hi, so let's quickly get into my Naukri profile and see what optimization I have done and what you need to do. My profile, and first thing that you have to ensure is make sure your profile is 100% complete. You should have a picture where your face is clearly visible. Your name should be there, your city, your year of experience, your current salary, your contact details. Day around 9 to 10, you have to upload your resume again. What it will do, it will refresh your profile, and when the recruiter teams comes online around the same day, like around 10 or 11, then your profile will be visible to them. It will make your profile appear at the top. So two things for updation you have to do. You have to update your resume. You see it was uploaded on March 17th. Let me do it today. So see, a resume has been successfully uploaded. You have uploaded your resume, and then you have to make any change. Okay, so let's say resume headline. Okay, so just give a space, like make any change on the profile. So it will say profile last updated today. These two things that you have to do. Now coming to the resume headline, you have to specify, like they'll be searching via the keywords. And if you are an immediate joiner or you are serving notice period, then your chances of getting calls gets increased. So you have to put every, like, wherever you can put those things, you have to put them. So in the resume headline, write it as immediate joiner, then serving notice period, then also specify the skills, because if a few companies they are looking for a particular skills, then they should get your resume. So you can write this way: AWS DevOps engineer with the skills, and you can also provide your LinkedIn, and make sure your LinkedIn is also properly optimized. Then on the key skills also, like put skills like virtualization, Terraform, Git, whatever skills you have. Then in the employment section, mention all the employment experiences you have, all the organization name, and then fill out your education. Keep it to the BTech, class 12 and class 10. If you have masters, you can also put it up there. Now, this is the one thing that most people don't do. Like even I did after so many days, after months. So whatever tool you are using, you should know which version you are using, how many years of experience you have. In the IT skills, mostly we what we do is we'll just keep the skill and leave it as it is. You don't have to do that. You have to specify all the skills and all the version, which version you are using, when did you use it last time, and how many years of experience you have with that tool. So fill it properly. Then project, if you want to include, you can include, or some accelerators that you have made. I did made, but I didn't updated it. Then comes profile summary. So your profile summary, just like as I explained in resume, it should be crisp and should revolve around everything that you have done in a very high level. Then on the accomplishments, you can specify your social profiles like LinkedIn, GitHub, etc. Then if you have done some research paper, you can write it, like you can upload it here. Then you have the presentation. If you have some amazing presentation, you can, of course, like upload it over here. Then we have a certification section where if you have a certification from authorized, like if it is a AWS solution architect or something like that, then only upload it. If it is like from Udemy or from some other third party platform, then don't upload it. Then career profile, your industry, your department. Are you looking for full time or remote or everything? Preferred shift. the desired job type, your preferred work location, and in the expected salary, write it as 0. Because when you make it 0, then it will be shown to everybody. Even though if they put a filter like for these particular to these range we are looking for, and suppose they are looking for someone till 10, you have put it like expected salary is 15, then your profile won't show up. And if you want to get calls, like later, of course, you can negotiate your salary. And just to get the experience, you should get the calls, then only you will be getting the interviews, and then you will get the experience. So, for that purpose, like our goal is to get calls, right? So, keep the expected salary as 0. So, irrespective of any filter related to salary, your profile will always show. Then you have to write your personal details, your address, and your languages. Yeah. So that's all that you have to do. And yeah, that's it for the video. Hope it helps. Do let me in the comments. Was it helpful? And if you have a LinkedIn, make sure your LinkedIn profile is well optimized. Let me give you a quick walkthrough of my LinkedIn profile. How you have to make it. See, in first you have your name, then your designation, write it on the headline, and the few tools that you have experience with. Then here in the link you can attach. I have kept it as GitHub. You can you like provide it either of Medium or also GitHub. Like most of our projects are there, so that's why I have provided the GitHub. Then you have to write your about, just like the Naukri one. But here also specify all the skills like this. In the key expertise, this way show your skills. Then here also write your top skills. Okay, and then on that on this part, so you have to write your company name and the project that you have worked with. Write the little description about the project, technology used, roles, and the responsibility. So write it for all the projects that you have worked with. Then do it for the education, skills, and everything. Yeah, so that's about the my LinkedIn. Yeah, thank you. Bye.